Good evening. You are listening to Right on Campus, the UWEC College Republican podcast.
Good evening. Welcome back to Right on Campus, the UWEC College Republicans podcast. I'm Tatiana.
And I'm Grace.
And we are tonight's hosts of Right on Campus. Welcome back to Season 2. In tonight's episode, we will be recapping our 2025 year as UWEC College Republicans. We have just a couple of announcements to go over first. We want to remind you guys that we will not meet the week of finals or over winter break at all, but we'll see you back on Monday nights next semester, so keep an eye out on our socials for a date of our first meeting along with time and place. Also, just a little shout out to anyone who's taking finals. Good luck. We know they're rough.
Good luck. I know that a few people had the exact same schedule as me this semester, so we're going to be in for the long haul.
You guys got this. Do you have finals all week?
My first final is at 8 a.m. on Monday. My last final is at 3 p.m. on Friday.
I mean, okay, I have two feelings about that. That like sucks, but at the same time, at least they're spread out.
Yeah, but I mean, I just wish I didn't have an 8 a.m. on Monday.
Yeah.
Because like that barely give me any time to study outside.
Is it comprehensive?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's bad. Yeah. I only have one actual exam for my finals. The rest are presentations, but it's at 5 p.m.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wait, on like what, Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. 5 to 7.
Yep.
Selling tissue.
Woohoo! All
right. Well, let's actually get into the content for today. So as mentioned, we're just going to do a little recap on our year, talk about the events we held, the different opportunities we had, how this 2 semesters went overall, and then look forward into the next year. So with that being said, Grace, you want to kick us off? What happened in January?
Sure. So January, we were on our winter break, but we had a very exciting event happen.
Yeah.
The inauguration of our president, Donald J. Trump. Woohoo! We did a little Zoom call as we all watched it on our TVs at home.
I remember it was funny because all of our TVs were like slightly different on timing.
Yeah. So we were all like, and then like plus the glitch of like when you're actually saying stuff versus it getting over to you.
You're like, wait, that's gonna happen.
Yeah. It was really good. It was really good. A lot of fun. I think we were on that Zoom call for maybe like an hour and a half. I don't know. It was a long call.
It was nice. Yeah. It was also a nice little like get together. We hadn't seen each other in a while, so to like call and be like excited with each other again. What kind of emotions kind of went through you seeing Trump be inaugurated for the second time?
Oh my gosh, I was so relieved. I was so excited. I was like, oh, we're going to get back on track. Yeah. And I'm like, I hope we get back on track fast. And I have seen some things that I approve, and I've also seen some things I disapprove of. But that's with every candidate you're ever going to get.
Yeah, for sure. You can't expect a perfect candidate.
But yeah, I was really excited. I was really happy.
Yeah, it was a great way, I think, to kind of keep the momentum going into the next semester. And we had a very busy next semester. I feel like our spring semester tends to be a lot busier than fall, which I guess you've only had one, so it's probably harder for you to gauge. But I
think like events-wise, yes. But with the election last fall, it was still very intense.
Definitely.
So the intensity was definitely around the same, but events-wise, we had a lot more events in the spring.
Well, and then moving to February, we had 2 events with the county party. We did our Lincoln Day dinner, which I think is one of our like top events.
I love it so much. It's so good.
Fun. Yeah. And for those that don't know the Lincoln Day dinner, it's an annual like fundraising community building event that Republican parties all across the country host. Yeah. And it's to honor Abraham Lincoln, and you celebrate Republican values, history, and just the future of the party. And you get like speakers. We did dinner at Johnny's Italian Steakhouse. The dinner was so good.
It was so good.
Especially because like we're all like college kids who don't have time to make good meals. Yeah. So to go and eat, I think I got the chicken and it was so good.
Yeah. I also got the chicken. It was so good. I think like, I'm excited for this year.
No,
because
me too.
I'm like, oh, I want that good meal again.
And there's a discount for students, and then also some of us volunteered and got free admission.
Yeah.
So it was a very nice deal. Not every day that we get to eat nice food like that for free.
Plus, we get to dress up, which I don't know. Like, I enjoy dressing up.
Yeah,
sometimes,
no, me too.
So
it's really nice to also like dress up and let yourself be like very feminine.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
Yeah,
it's refreshing.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it feels nice to be feminine.
Right,
sometimes.
And just be around like a very mature culture.
Yeah,
where people they're all dressed up, and to be in that environment where you're kind of taken in a more serious way.
Yeah.
I think is really cool. And then people are just excited to see us because we're young and we're the future of the party, and we hear all that. Ryan and I also got to speak at that, just kind of on what's going on in the College Republicans realm, kind of what we were hoping to see from the Republican Party, and that was really cool as well. So
great speeches all around.
Yeah, for sure. And then we also had a Super Bowl watch party with the county.
Woo!
That was really fun. I'm not like a big football fan, but the Super Bowl usually falls right around my birthday.
Yeah.
And so I always end up watching it. It was Chiefs versus Eagles, or Taylor Swift's fiance versus the Eagles. Sadly, Taylor Swift's fiance lost.
No. I am a football fan. I enjoy watching it. Unfortunately I don't get into fantasy just because I don't have time.
Real.
but if I could, I would. I definitely would. But I was very happy to see that the Eagles won. Sorry, Tatiana.
I literally only cheer for them because of Travis Kelce. I'm not a football person, as you can tell. I cheer for the Packers. Like, I cheer for both the Packers and the Bears. That's like a really controversial opinion, but my family's from Chicago, and the Bears are the #1 seed this year. So at least last I looked.
We don't talk about it.
Yeah, just saying. I'm just that cool.
I am very disappointed with the seed this year.
Yeah, I'm really curious who it's gonna end up. Like, I don't pay attention at all. I just here and there hear stuff, so I'm curious to see what the Super Bowl is like.
It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, from your experience, obviously you've been a freshman and now sophomore that you've been with us. But what do you see the benefit of us working with the county party with events like these? Like, what kind of experience do you get to gain from that as somebody new coming in?
It's really good to like work with the more experienced adults, because we're not kids, we're adults.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
the more experienced adults, and then also to like get those connections and start like just like talking with people that are older and share the same values as you. So it's very just eye-opening, and I appreciate that they also allow us to be a part of their events and to allow us to host events at their headquarters.
Right, yeah.
Like, we wouldn't have been able to do the Super Bowl party if it wasn't for them, because that's where we hosted it. We hosted it at headquarters, and they had a big, I think it was like a projector or something.
Yeah.
And we watched it on there, and it was a great time. So I definitely think that having them at our back, also when we get into controversy, they have our back.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah. We love Fred. Fred's great.
Fred's amazing. Shout out to Fred. We're going to make Fred watch this just so he can hear the shout out.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I adore every single one of them.
Oh, yeah. There's so many people who just, they I don't think they always realize how much of an impact they have just from the encouragement.
Yeah.
Another person from the county party that I think we've connected with a lot is Connie. Who's like become like the grandma of the club.
I love Connie.
Yeah. Obviously Dave and Christina.
Uncle Dave.
Yeah.
And Aunt Christina.
Yeah, a lot of people.
All right, so March, we had our Bernie Sanders decided to pay a little visit to Eau Claire County.
That's actually the second time he's come.
That was the first time that he came, well, because I was a freshman, so
yeah.
First time he came when I was around, but he decided to make a little appearance in Eau Claire County, and we decided to protest it. Everything was peaceful. We had our signs. We were across the street everything. It was honestly a lot of fun. Like,
yeah.
I had a lot of fun, and like I got to wear all my Trump stuff, and I was
right.
like, look at me go.
Right. No, it was a decent crowd too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a really good time. And I just remember like you get like the people who are like booing us and stuff. And like it's just like funny.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I was they were like booing, and I'm like, I was just like looking around. I'm like, oh, booing at me?
What? I'm not popular?
Me?
Right.
I'm like, oh, wait, you see me? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
But Bernie Sanders, but essentially why Bernie Sanders came out was to promote Susan Crawford for Congress.
Yep.
And
Supreme Court. Yeah.
Not Congress. Oh my Lanta. Sorry guys. It's late in the week and I don't know what's going on anymore.
It's close to finals.
Yeah, it's close to finals. Supreme Court. But Tatiana, why do we even protest events like this?
Yeah, no, that's a really good question, because I think sometimes we're out there, it can feel kind of pointless. And I remember asking this question myself when I was sophomore or freshman in the club. And it's actually really important, because who shows up to these events? Not just the people who want to go, but the news.
Yes.
And it takes the story off of Bernie and puts it on us.
Yeah.
And it totally spins the narrative and shows like, okay, yeah, there's other people. And I think it's really important that people see that there's two sides to things like this, and there are people who disagree. Yeah. And so I think that's, a big part of like why we protest. We're not telling them to stop. Obviously, they have the right to do it.
Yeah.
But we're showing, hey, not everyone in this town or in this county wants events like these held or supports your candidate.
Yeah. I mean, same goes for the other side too.
Right.
Like,
absolutely.
They protest almost every event that we have, so.
Oh yeah, including our meetings now.
So. But yeah, do we have March. We're still in March. Sorry guys. Yeah. Okay, so our next event, we had the Fastest Pastor event, which I'll let Tatiana take the lead on this one.
So Fastest Pastor is actually my hometown pastor, Pastor Don. Shout out Pastor Don if you're listening to this. He was like a major influential person in my life, still is. Like every time I see him, he's got like good advice for me, or just like last time I saw him over Thanksgiving break, and he took me aside and he's like, hey, like, I just have a question for you. Like, I noticed that, I've seen this in you, and I'm just curious, like, why are you doing this? Or how do you feel like this reflects Christianity? And like, just always is pushing me to be better. And so he is also a race car driver.
Yeah.
Which is just so random and so cool. And he races up Pikes Peak, almost every summer now. And he kind of has, crazy story. And I encourage you guys to all watch it. Watch his story. It's on I Am Second. It's called Chasing Hope. And he battled cancer for a long time. And it led him, to grow stronger in his faith and be able to share his faith with people. And so he came and just kind of shared that story. And we watched the movie. And overall, it was just a very motivational speech. I think a lot of us came away very encouraged. And it was nice to have like a little bit of a break from politics and hear from somebody who shares those values, but also wasn't directly political.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a really good event. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I loved the movie, and like, I know I was moved after it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt inspired. It was a great time. And I think everybody who did come out had a great time too, and it was really cool meeting him and getting to know him.
Yeah.
So
no.
I'm really happy we did that.
Yeah. Literally. Ugh, I love Pastor Don.
Shout out to Pastor Don. Gonna be a lot of shout outs in this episode.
Yeah.
But next, this one wasn't technically a club sponsored event.
No, but it's worth mentioning. It
is worth mentioning. Charlie Kirk came to Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, which is like 15 minutes from my hometown.
Yeah.
And I unfortunately was not able to go.
Yeah. I remember I wanted to go.
Yeah. I sincerely regret not going.
Me too.
But he came out to support Brad Schimmel in the Supreme Court race. So Charlie Kirk was very involved in that race and was very supportive of Brad Schimmel. And like even on the election day, like he went live, I think he was like showing the votes and stuff. So that was worth mentioning. He, like I said, he was like 15 minutes from my hometown, and he was actually at a venue that I've been at before. So I was really hoping to go, but unfortunately couldn't make it. So.
Yeah, and I think part of the reason we included that is just because I think it was an opportunity that a lot of us could have had to see him, and it unfortunately was our last opportunity. Yeah. And I think a lot of us missed out on that.
Yeah. We had our debate workshop.
Oh, yes.
I'll let you take this one because I don't think I actually went to that one. I think I was ill.
Yeah, I think you did miss that one. That was a really fun workshop. It's something I want to get back to, is doing workshops next semester. I think they're really beneficial. But we came up with this idea of, okay, we do these debate nights at our meetings, right? But do we really understand how to debate? And how do we have a productive debate? And what does that look like? When do you know when to give up? When do you know when to walk away? And so we held a debate workshop where some of us who had more experience kind of shared our thoughts. And we did some mock debates. I think we debated abortion. I think we did something silly like PB&J or, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think we had a decent turnout, and like I said, I would love to continue that and expand upon it, do maybe some like professionalism workshops and just things like that as well.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun, and a lot of it will be good for just general knowledge.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, and you don't have to pay for it or anything. Like, you can literally just show up.
No, right, yeah.
Just show up, and we're willing to help you, so, but...
Well, and I think it'd be cool to also, like, bring people in, like, I know Dave has offered to do, like, a car workshop, like, how to take care of your car.
Yeah.
Like, I just learned how to change my oil, I shouldn't even say how long ago, but very recently. And granted, I've only had my car for a little over a year, so.
Okay, well,
yeah, but.
I go and get mine changed.
Check, not change.
Check.
I can't change it.
Tatiana.
No, Dave changes mine.
What?
He'll probably change yours too.
Oh, could he? I need an oil change.
Dave,
can you come change my oil, please? My oil.
Actually, I'm almost due too, so you want to just come up and change? We'll get like a little parking lot for you.
We'll get you a little station set up.
All right.
Anyways, March 27th, we have the date on record. Susan Crawford was actually caught buying votes on our camp.
So we had a couple incidences occur last semester and the semester before where things were very borderline. Is this buying votes?
Yeah.
The law is pretty specific. I think it's anything over, I can't remember if it's $1 or $10. We just avoid it entirely.
Yeah.
But you can't give things out for votes. And I think it was in the fall they were doing pizza to get on a Rebecca Cook bus to go vote, and they'd bus you to the polls. But you didn't have to vote for her, but she was paying for you. The pizza allowed you to get on the bus that had her name on it.
Yeah.
So it's like very borderline.
That one was very borderline. It was teetering the edge.
Right. I think she did end up getting in trouble for it though.
I honestly, I don't know. I didn't really pay much attention to it. Just because I didn't didn't vote in Eau Claire.
Right.
So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's always some fishy stuff going
on.
But
the ice cream truck one though.
The ice cream truck was definitely crossing the line.
Oh yeah, because we had somebody who called me, and she was like, "Hey, I just went up to it was the people that dress as cows."
The Wisco Project?
Yes, Wisco Project. And she's like, they had these surveys, and she's like, yeah, I went to go get ice cream from them, and they made me sign this pledge to vote for Susan. And I was like, she's like, yeah. And then I asked, like, well, I'm not voting for Susan. Can I still get ice cream? And they told her no. She had to check the box, I pledged to vote for Susan.
Yeah.
And that's buying a vote.
Yeah. I remember this whole conversation.
Yeah, it sent me down a spiral of phone calls.
Yeah. I ended up going to that ice cream truck. I think it was a little bit before her.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't say anything. They were just like, here, sign this pledge. And I was like, I won't sign anything, but I'll, like, you can have my email if you want.
Right.
And so they're like, okay. And then they took my email, and I didn't give them, like, I didn't pledge to anything technically.
Right. And even if you do, it's a checkbox. It doesn't actually mean anything.
And then they, I got my ice cream, but I know shortly after, like, there were, like, I know that they got in trouble for it. I remember hearing about it. I remember seeing it.
And I know, and I think they knew what had happened because a few of us went afterwards to try and catch it in the act. And they, as soon as I mentioned, do I have to sign the pledge? They were like, no, not at all. And they were like, you can just go get ice cream.
Yeah.
And so it was just with a couple people. I think there was 2 of them that it occurred with. But yeah, definitely there was just a lot of drama that election.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into in just a second.
We'll get into that.
First, let's talk about the fun part of preparing for an election, door knocking.
Door knocking with Dave. I don't think I participated this election.
That's right. You had something going on.
Thou shalt not be named. But Dave came and, like, picked one of our other members up, and I was with her at the time. But I had to go back to my place. So I, like, was able to say hello, and I, like, saw the car full of people, and I was like, oh, I wish I could go. But,
I know. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. I went, he bought us caribou.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Yes.
And I should say the state party bought us caribou.
Yeah.
But we got our caribou, and then we went door knocking. We had some really productive conversations. I remember there was one door specifically we knocked on, and the lady was like, no, I'm not voting. She's like, I'm not voting for Susan. And then we're like, actually, we're here in support of Brad Schimmel. She goes, wait, actually? She's like, but you guys are college students. And so then we talked to her, and she's like, it's so great to see young people out here who actually know the truth and are advocating for truth. And that was kind of a fun conversation. Yeah. A lot of people now have no soliciting signs just because there's so much door knocking that happens between elections. So, which is fair. I get it. But yeah, it was a good time. And I think it really does make a difference and important to do. So,
yeah, it's definitely an experience. And I am looking forward to participating in future elections.
So. Yeah, for sure.
But on to our next month.
Let's start with April 1st, Election Day.
April 1st, Election Day. I'll let you take this one, Tatiana.
Okay, so it all began. So April 1st, those of you guys who don't know, you should watch our podcast episode on it, but we had a professor, more specifically the chair of the department, Jose Felipe Albergue. He came up to our table and flipped it.
Yep. It's all
it's all over the internet if you want to see it.
Got major attention.
Yeah. He ended up over the summer they made the decision on the school's verdict on what they were doing. Like I said, he was chair of the department at the time that it happened. And I think that was the most shocking thing to me.
Yeah. Chair of the English department.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he is currently suspended for this year. So for 1 year, he has a suspension and has to do like anger management and civil discourse workshops, whatever that means. And he is demoted to an associate professor. I'd like to point out he's still
a professor.
Yeah, just suspended for a year.
He's only suspended for a year. And
I think what bothers me is one of our members who was at the event there
will still be here next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I know I'm never going to take a class with him ever.
Oh, gosh, no.
Like, if that's how he's going to react to somebody being a conservative and just being like, oh, right. Hey, are you voting today?
Yeah, no, because, and I think that's important to clarify, too. Like, we saw him come up, and when you table, sometimes you can just get a feel for things. Yeah. And I could tell he wasn't there to be polite. And sometimes the best thing you can do is just disarm someone, right? And be like, hey, good morning. How are you doing? And I think I said something along the lines of that, of good morning. Do you want a donut? You know, and he just immediately, like, didn't listen to a word I said. Told me the time for this is over.
Yeah.
And flipped the table.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a crazy time. We gained national attention.
Yeah.
Which never would have.
He's now on the watch list.
Yes, he is on the Turning Point Professor watch list. As he should be.
As he should be.
You can't attack students and just get away with it. Not okay.
No, literally.
So, yeah.
But what do you think we can learn from all of this?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, because I think it's easy to just sit and be like, you know, he's terrible. He doesn't deserve to be a professor. This is terrible. Conservatives are being attacked. And that's important to say. Don't get me wrong. Like, we were attacked, and people need to remember that stuff happens. Yeah. But it's also important to move on and take that and be like, okay, what are we doing to make a change? And I think what it taught me, when you stand strong for what you believe in, and when you stand strong for the truth, you are going to face backlash. Yeah. I mean, that's biblical, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's bound to happen.
Right. But the important thing is how you react. We didn't lash out back at him, you know. We didn't go up and attack him. We, you know, called the police. We did what we could. One thing that it opened my eyes to was I've been working with the dean of students and some other people in the administration to improve security on campus. Yeah. And it's brought about some great initiatives because of that. And so I think when you have an experience like this, it's important to take a step back and be like, okay, where did this go wrong? How was this even able to happen? Yeah. It's shown a culture issue. Mm-hmm. Why do we have people in a culture that think this is okay? Why is this somebody's gut reaction? Because we have an issue with our culture that thinks we can't have conversation. Yeah. And so I think it's been great for us to learn how to promote that conversation and to really stand strong in what we believe and not back down. Yeah. Because the second you back down, they win and they know they can do it again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't back down and stand strong for what you believe in and just keep going. Like, right. Don't like, know what to do in those situations. Like, I think you handled it very well. Calling the police, going to our administrator, right, Steve, and then also just the dean of students as well. Right. And then also like the public attention. Like, I know you got a lot of news interviews from that.
Yeah. And that was, I got my experience in talking to the news.
Yeah. So I thought that was handled very well on our part. But now we have learned. We know what to do, what not to do, all these things.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, yeah.
But also in April, this was towards the end of April, mm-hmm. We finally got our T-shirts. Our UWEC College Republican T-shirts.
And what does it say on the back of that T-shirt?
It says, "Never apologize for being right."
Yes. I love those T-shirts.
Yes. So you can take that in any context you want.
Yeah. And we have a few left over. We have like 5 or 6. I think they're all smalls. Yeah. But they're $25 if you want one.
They're $25 if you want one. Or if you are a regular member, you can pay your dues, $5.
Yeah, and it's an
additional $5 to get the T-shirt.
So essentially $10 for a T-shirt. Yeah, if you're a student at UWEC.
If you're a student at UWEC, otherwise it's $25. But we might be getting some more T-shirts or other apparel next semester. Don't hold me to that, but we might.
Yes, definitely.
But another thing was our Kalahari convention.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
That was a lot of fun. I remember it was about a 2-hour drive, and I think we were just having so much fun on the way down. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. We got there, and I think we changed and went immediately to the convention
center. What was the convention for?
Oh.
Just think people might want to know.
The convention was for college Republicans and Wisconsin College Republicans. It was the WICR's convention.
So fancy.
Yeah, so it was held by the president of WICR's and the board there. And it's kind of just to get all the CRs from around the college campuses in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
We all get together at this big convention and we talk about things, and we go over things like we have to go over the business stuff as well, which we do the next morning. But we have speakers and we have other guests. Like I know there was a pro-life.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I think it wasn't students. I think it was Pro-Life Wisconsin.
I think Pro-Life Wisconsin was there. We had was it a senator? Or
it was either senator or representative. Might have been Tom Tiffany.
Was it Tom Tiffany?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I've seen so many speakers.
I know. There's been so many things going on. I can barely, all I know is there was great food. We had great speakers.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to meet a lot of people that were our fellow CRs from around the state. So
I think that was really cool to see people our age doing the same thing, just in a different college or different region, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts is hearing during the business meeting, all the chapter presidents get up and give a little report that their chapters, progress for the past 2 semesters. And that was really cool to hear what other chapters were doing.
Yeah.
It gave some great ideas, that type of stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely really inspiring. And then we, of course, hold elections as well.
Yeah.
But we also got to go to, because it was at the Kalahari, we went to the water park.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
That was cool. And that was included.
That was included with it.
Yeah, so it was a really good deal. We ended up getting some people from the state party and the county party to fund our hotels.
Yeah.
So most of us went almost completely free.
Yeah, I think.
But yeah. There was a few people, I think, that had to pay the ticket, like the $30 ticket.
Yeah.
But we even had scholarships for that for some people. So overall, a great experience. And we'll be back. It's not at the Kalahari this year, though. But but also that gives us more time to actually socialize, I think, which could be beneficial.
Yeah. I think it'll be good. It'll still be fun.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be a great time. So
we also had the Veritas reception event down at Florian Gardens in Eau Claire. And this was a really cool event because it was actually an anti-abortion event. And we got to hear from an abortion survivor. So that was really cool. I think, if I remember right, her mom had wanted to abort her.
I think her mom went through the first
pill, I think,
and then she regretted it.
Yeah,
and
did the abortion reverse.
Yeah, I think she did the abortion reversal.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, she ended up surviving the abortion.
Yeah,
and is now alive and able to tell about it. And it's just crazy to think that at one point she was considered unvalued to the point that she may not even be able to share that story, Yeah. So, were you at that event?
I was.
What was your biggest takeaway?
I think my biggest takeaway from that was it honestly just strengthened my beliefs in being a pro-lifer.
Right.
It's to see somebody come out and be like, I survived an abort. I was going to be aborted.
Right.
And I'm here now. I'm talking. I'm giving what I am to this life, and the world would be different without me in it. And it's there are so many children that are being mass murdered in the womb every day.
Right.
And you're thinking that this person could have a huge impact on the world, and we'll never know.
Yeah.
So it also made me really sad because the story was really moving. I definitely shed a few tears.
Oh, right.
I think everybody did.
Yeah, no, I did. I remember crying. I remember we were all just looking around. We're like,
I know.
Crying.
I think I held Rachel's hand for a little while. But yeah, it was just really moving to hear from somebody who went through that experience. And yeah.
It was a great event, and just another event that the county had informed us of that gave us the opportunity to network, get out and see something cool. Yeah. So it's always great to go to those. All right, and then we hit the end of the semester in May, and we kicked it off with a great finals week.
Amazing finals week, guys.
What happened during your final?
So I had a final on Thursday at 5 p.m., I believe.
Ew.
Yeah, same time that you have yours at. And we had a lovely tornado warning.
Mm-hmm. I remember huddling in the basement of my house with my roommates.
Yeah, I was forced to go to the basement. I lived in Towers. I was forced to go to the basement. And my RA wouldn't let me leave to go to my final. And I was like, she's like, there's a tornado warning. Are you crazy? I'm like, yeah, because my professor emailed me and said that we have to do our final still. So I ended up waiting until the warning was lifted. And then I ended up driving my car down to lower campus, and because it was pouring and hailing, and I'm like, I'm not walking down the hill in this crap. So I still made it. I finished it, and everything worked out okay, but it was very stressful.
Yeah.
Very stressful.
No, that was crazy. I remember that. There was a really cool rainbow afterwards, though.
Yeah, there was. I remember it. But we also had... in May, Tatiana was named top college Republican of the year.
Yes, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah. I don't know if we mentioned it. At convention, we were named best college Republican chapter as well.
Oh, yeah.
I think we totally skipped that.
Whoops.
But we had a lot happen that semester and that year, and we did really well in the election, and it was cool to see people celebrate that and celebrate us and see that we were actually having an impact. So I was very grateful to receive that award.
Yeah. I was like a proud mama.
Oh, thanks.
But we also did a concealed carry course through the county coming in clutch once again.
Yeah.
I think 3 or 4 CRs completed the course.
I think that's right.
So yeah, that was a lot. I couldn't go, but
right. We had some more to just do it a few weeks ago too.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, how many? I think it was like 1 or 2 more that did it.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Yeah, something like that.
Something like that a few weeks ago. But it, like from what I heard, it was really fun. And as somebody who's been through a concealed carry course before, I know that the topic can be like kind of tiring, but
it's important.
It's important to know. And honestly, like. It's like shooting is fun. Okay,
you're right. Oh yeah, it's a great stress reliever.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun just to go out in the range and just get some target practice. But also, Tatiana went to the Wisconsin Republican State Convention.
Yeah, that was a really cool experience. It was actually my hometown county brought me. It was kind of weird. I had like dual citizenship. I didn't know who to sit with. I was like, do I sit with my hometown or do I sit with Eau Claire? Like, I feel like weird. Divorced parents here. But that was a really cool experience. They bring in a lot of cool speakers. And at one point, Nancy Mace, who was in the news for her legislation on keeping men out of women's bathrooms in the Capitol, and she became a very controversial figure, but she spoke there, and one of the people I knew just from CR events and connections I had was like, hey, you're Tatiana from College Republicans. I was like, yeah. And she's like, come back here, follow me. So I went like back in this like back room, walked through a kitchen with all these chefs, and then I was like, where am I going, and then she's like, I want you to meet Nancy Mace. And I was like, oh, okay. So that was really cool. And then the state party leader, Brian Schimming, goes, she had a professor attack her a month ago. And so I got to tell that whole story. But overall, it was just really cool. And it was really informative, too, on, like, what's going on. It's a great time for the state party to pass resolutions on what's our goals moving forward, right?
Yeah.
And our advisor Steve actually is the resolution chair, so he got to get up on stage and present all that. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. Overall, I would say it was a pretty successful semester.
I would agree. It was very fun, very well lived.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But so then we had summer break.
Woohoo!
I think we all worked like full time.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed my job, so I had a lot of fun. But
no, I did too. I had an internship. It was a great time.
So yeah, but then we came back in September.
Mm-hmm.
We had our largest event that is on record.
Yeah, unfortunately. It wasn't a happy event.
It wasn't a happy event, but it was a great turnout.
Yeah.
It was our memorial for Charlie Kirk
mm-hmm.
on September 15th. We had about 400 people in attendance. We weren't able to do a head count because we were outside.
In the
dark, and there was a lot of people.
But that was, I think, the estimate from the police.
Yeah.
Because it was the police worked so well with us. Like,
oh, yeah.
Obviously, we couldn't give them a ton of notice, but they had drones out. They had people on the roofs. They had, like, 6 officers present. Like, they were just taking it very seriously, which I valued.
And I'm so thankful that they are willing to help us out and have our backs. And
absolutely.
Like, it just a tremendous thank you to all police officers.
Shout out to UWEC police and anyone else who has served.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, so it was just a really impactful, I think, event overall. I know a few of us gave speeches, and
I was crying the whole time.
Yeah, I know myself. Like, I gave one of the speeches, and I think I called my best friend who lives in Alabama, and I called her immediately after, and I was like, Delaney, like, this is one of the most impactful moments of my life. Like, there was just this feeling of overwhelming awe, right? And I think it, begs the question of why, but also, like, who was Charlie Kirk? And, to you, Grace, like, who was he to you? And how did this event impact you personally?
Oh, gosh, I'm going to try not to cry. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Charlie Kirk, I did not really know who he was a lot before I went to college.
Mm-hmm.
I was never really involved in politics. I didn't really think about it much in high school. But when I found him, I was like, oh my gosh, I really like this guy.
Yeah. He's
literally, like, standing what I believe in.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, like, almost like the father of, like, the young conservative population.
Yeah, for sure.
He inspired me a lot, and I inspired to live like him and Erica did.
Right.
Like, that's my expectations for a marriage,
honestly. No, right.
So it was very impactful. I was absolutely devastated and heartbroken when I found out the news. And I think, like, this event, like, I felt so much joy to see how many people showed up.
Right.
Because I never thought that there would be this many people.
And I think it goes to show, and you say something really important, you felt joy.
Yeah.
Yet I think this is one of the darkest times in our nation's history.
Yeah.
And how can you feel those two at once? And I think it points back to what Charlie always pointed back to, and that's, Jesus.
Right. Like, I found the light in the darkness.
Yeah. And it gave us momentum. It gave us, it realigned us with our purpose, I think, right?
Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely, it made me look back on how I had been personally living.
Yeah.
And how I could change to be better.
Right.
Not just for myself and for the people around me, but for my future self and my future kids and stuff like this. So it was definitely a huge impact. And I know I called my mom right after. I was like, Mom, we had so many people show up, and I started crying, and I'm trying not to cry now. So
I remember walking out to go set it up, and I went out about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour early.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are all these people out here? We have this reserved. Like, I was a little stressed, and I realized, like, oh my gosh, these people are here for Charlie, and they were just sitting out there quietly. And I just remember I just felt this moment of awe, like, this is the conservative movement.
I mean, I started crying once I saw, because I was one of the last ones out,
Yeah.
Because
So
I
you
was
saw the
helping.
huge crowd.
Yeah, I was helping with stuff in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Because this happened right after our meeting.
Yeah.
But I took a video. I literally took a video of all the people, and I was crying, and I walked around, and I like put my stuff down, and then I just looked around, and it was so amazing. And I honestly, I hope that in the future we continue to hold a vigil.
Yeah.
For like every year, September 10th, we have a vigil for Charlie Kirk because he was just that impactful on all of us. I mean, we could go into a whole podcast episode.
Right.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to hear that podcast episode, we actually have one.
Yeah,
So go take a listen. Yeah. Let's move into something a little happier.
Yes. We had our homecoming parade. We walked in the homecoming parade.
Mm-hmm.
We had our float pulled by Dave's Humvee.
Yeah. Always a great time.
Always a great time. We did it last year too. But we just walk in the parade, and it's a lot of fun. So that was great fun, great times.
Yeah.
And then we watched the game afterwards, football game afterwards. But shortly after that, we also had our bonfire kickoff.
Yeah.
So because of the Charlie Kirk situation, we couldn't have like our normal intro meeting.
Right.
So we decided to do a bonfire kickoff, and we had like 30 to 40 people that came to that. And that was a lot of fun.
It was great.
We had like hot dogs, s'mores. We had great conversations.
And we just had a lot of new people too, especially with the Charlie Kirk, stuff. People were motivated to get involved, and so it was a great way for us to get to know the freshmen and just anyone else who was new, reconnect with each other who were returning. It was pretty cool.
It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
But
all right, and then we hit October, and we had a few things that happened in October. Starting off with a Somerset event over in Somerset, Wisconsin, where it was kind of like a TPUSA local party event outside. It was really cool. They had Representative Van Orden and Tom Tiffany out there speaking and just kind of rallying people up, getting people hyped. Like, midterms aren't that far away,
Yeah.
And so it was cool. We got to speak with both Representative Van Orden, future governor Tom Tiffany.
Yes.
One of my favorite moments was we got a little pep talk from Van Orden.
Oh yeah.
He really got into it.
Oh yeah.
You need a pep talk, go see Van Orden.
Yeah. Van Orden, he is the best pep talker.
Yeah.
Like he was getting us riled up. We were ready to go.
No, right? It was great. Yeah. So yeah, I remember we both went to that event. I think we had a lot of fun.
We did.
They had good food too.
They did. We had awesome cheese curds.
I had a walking taco.
We had walking tacos.
The walking tacos were good.
Those were so
Shout
good.
out to whatever food truck that was.
Yeah, those were so good. And Christina was there. So if Christina's there, it's always a good time.
I should go back and add like a shout out tracker.
Yeah. But yeah. And then also in October, on October 14th, we wore red in honor of Charlie Kirk on his birthday.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of CRs sent pictures of them wearing red, and then some even went and got Majesty teas from Starbucks.
Yeah.
So
that was really cool.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Definitely check it out on our Instagram.
Oh yeah,
turned out to be a really cool post.
Yeah, it was really good. And then we also had our Halloween party. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of what did we do? Jeopardy?
Yeah.
Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did like some fun teams. Remember they all came up with fun names.
Yeah,
so
I
that was
honestly
really cool.
Don't remember what my team name was.
I'm trying to remember what team. Were you the two liberals and a conservative?
No, that was somebody else.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys all had great names. I was running it, so I didn't get a team name. Yeah. But that's okay.
No,
it was a good time. I think it was great to, once again, take a break from politics, do something a little more fun.
Yeah.
And we test your knowledge.
Candy.
Oh, yeah. A whole bunch of fun. We also had some interesting stuff happen in October. There ended up being a lot of chalking happening on campus related to ICE.
Yeah.
And a lot of this chalking was just targeting ICE and being like, no ICE on campus. Which now it's really funny because now we have literal ICE on campus.
Yeah.
And
like, guys,
people are like on
Yik
Yak being like, guys, there's ICE on campus. And they're like, it's okay, just put salt on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I get a good
it ended up with, because of our stance on ICE, we ended up getting a lot of hate. And even to the point where we were getting threatened. And I think it just goes to show that conservatives do face a lot of hate on campus, and it's definitely can be a hostile environment on this campus.
Yeah. It's definitely like I questioned whether I wanted to be so vocal about my opinions last year because of how much backlash I got. So, but it's always important. Stand for what you believe in, even if you don't vocalize it. Just don't
And I think it's important too that we have a community for that reason, right?
Yep.
And we work very closely with the administration and UWEC police. Every single semester, we've always worked closely with them, whether it be for, something like this more severe or just hey, we want to make sure we're staying involved with you. Come give a talk at our meeting.
Yeah.
And so that's been really awesome to see. Police handle things so well here. Yeah. Just the amount of conversations I've had with the chief of police have just been so good. Yeah. And they're on top of things. The administration's on top of things. And so I really do value that about this campus. And then we invested in some mini mics.
Yes, we
Grace,
did.
this was your initiative. Take it away.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I actually wanted to get mini mics last year, but we weren't able to do it. So we got them this year. And I think we have a few videos that are queued up to be posted.
Yeah. And we have at least one edited that should... Yeah. By the time this podcast gets posted, may be out.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a few videos that are in the queue for Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just so fun because you hear all the little side conversations that happen.
Yeah.
And it's really funny. And it's a lot of fun.
It gives some good insight into what it's like to be a member of CR.
Yeah.
We also then did the Concerned Citizens of Eau Claire event. They did a Saving Our Farmland event. Christina reached out to me about that and was like, hey, you're in the science field. Can you come give a talk on solar panels? And I was like, what? Yeah. Why are you asking me to talk about solar panels? And she explained to me kind of the issue going on with that. And I was like, oh, yeah, actually I have read some articles about this and, did a little more research and ended up talking about just the health effects of these solar panels that are going into our farmland. And, it was really interesting to see something more at a local level because we do a lot with national politics, I think. But local stuff is important, too. Even if, it doesn't impact us directly, it's impacting us indirectly.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It was a really good event. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed all the speakers. I enjoyed your speech. It was really good. Really good. And they also had a free dinner for us, so that's always...
If you notice a theme in our events, we like the ones with food.
We're very food motivated. If you give me a snack, I'll be there.
If you give Grace a snack, she's going to attend.
Very food motivated. But December, it's only December 4th, the day that we're recording this. But what did we have on Tuesday?
The student organizations had an opportunity to donate to the campus food pantry. And we saw this, somebody actually reached out to us and was like, hey, I know of this, you guys should get involved. And we talked it over and we're like, yeah, of course we should get involved.
Yeah.
And so we got members to bring food home from Thanksgiving or just anything they had in their pantry or to go out and, buy a few soup cans or whatever and donate food. And we ended up donating over 300 items, which was really cool. And they did a little contest with it. And we got second place, which was really cool to see. I'm trying to remember. I think it was SLAM got first place, which is student leadership and management. So shout out to them. Yeah. Bowling Club got third place. Shout out to them and any other student orgs that participated. That was really awesome to help out in. It's going to a great cause. So
yeah, it was. I mean, I had a great time. I know I told my mom literally right before I walked out. I'm like, hey mom, I'm gonna steal some stuff from the pantry. She goes, okay.
Yeah, no, I remember I was about to leave and I was like, hey dad, do you have anything you want to donate to College Republicans for the food pantry drive? And he goes, oh yeah, give me a minute. And then he comes back with a full tote bag and I'm like, dad, if I know you were donating stuff, I would have been asking for me too. This is some good stuff. But no,
help a daughter
no,
out.
It was great to be able to contribute and help out there. So
yeah.
Shout out to Campus Harvest Campus Harvest. I don't know what that is. I think
it's Campus Harvest, but it's the Campus Food Pantry.
Yeah,
for those
shout
who
out
don't
to them.
Know. Yeah. So if you ever need, like literally, they have like paper towels and stuff, and
right?
Like a lot of
any
other
like
things.
household type items, food. Yeah.
If you ever need anything, just go there. They'll set you up.
Yeah, definitely. And then our one last event for December actually hasn't happened, but by the time this is posted, it will have happened.
It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, we've got our Christmas party. We do one every year. It's gonna be a great time. I think we're gonna have some snacks, put on a movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. It's a great way to kind of wrap up the year and just rest before finals.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
Yeah,
and like we hang out and we talk and we have a lot of snacks and it's just a fun time. Like
right.
I like to wear my PJs to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think overall this past year has been really good.
Yeah, I would agree. It's been a lot of fun growing and learning.
Yeah.
And also like learning like what I actually believe in too.
Yeah.
Like,
well, okay, yeah, because this is coming from somebody who was a freshman, right? Yeah. This is actually really cool to hear.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I grew a lot. I made a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And love you, Tati.
Love you.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I 10 out of 10 would recommend anybody that is going to college, get involved in your local CR.
Yeah. Definitely.
Those values,
and if you don't have one, get one started.
Right. Yeah. You can get one started.
Get connected with your county party. You see how easy it is to have events when they just host them for you and give you free food.
Yeah. They come in clutch so much, and we are so appreciative of all of them.
Absolutely. And I think, one thing that you've probably noticed is a lot of our events are community building events.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of events too. We pair them with events that make an impact, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that's always great to see. If you could describe CR in one word, what word would you use?
Oh, gosh. Lord. Probably family.
Yeah.
Like, this is like a second family to me.
Yeah.
Like, I've always had so much, like, this is my home away from home.
Yeah.
So, I know I've always had a place here in CR. And I'm really proud to be a part of it and to be on the board to contribute to it. And plan lots of fun events. So yeah, I love that.
Awesome. I think that's a great way to wrap up.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to Right on Campus. We post this podcast weekly, tackling current events and life as conservatives on campus. If you'd like to learn more about UWEC College Republicans, follow us on Instagram or Facebook at UWEC College Republicans. We'll see you all next semester. Have a great night.
Thank you for listening to Right on Campus. We post this podcast once a week where we talk about current events and life as a conservative on campus. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at UWEC College Republicans. Have a great night and see you next time.